What's up?
Even you still alive. I called, but didn't nobody answer.
Oh, I might have been up front. Let me call you back. I'm in the middle of a live.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, bye. Hello, people. I'm going to get right to the point. Okay, or the subject. Because I'm a little perturbed. I really am. Okay, listening to some of this stuff with Nolan Wells. Okay, and why I feel like they're making a mockery of this situation or this case. Okay, um, something doesn't sit right. Okay, something doesn't sit right with this case. It's too many contradictions. It's too many abnormalities. Okay, that's popping up in this situation for them to say that the boy simply drowned. Okay. If he drowned, what's the problem with releasing the first autopsy? What's the problem with a second autopsy? What's the problem with sending the contents of his throat and his stomach or whatever? Okay. What is the freaking problem? Okay. And I'm being nice about it because I didn't want to say freaking. What is the freaking problem? Send the stuff. If the boy drowned, he drowned. Okay. It's sugar, honey. Iced tea happens. But y'all are sitting up here lying. Y'all can't even get the description correct. You can't. I mean, what's so hard to tell the truth? What is the problem? I just can't figure it out. I ain't never seen nothing like this. They got the Nancy Guthrie case with the sheriff Barney Fife. Now they done brought this mess up, and look at this. This is what man. This is absolutely what do you call it? Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Okay, totally unacceptable. And that's what people are pissed off about, and they're mad because people are paying attention because it doesn't make sense. It's unacceptable. That's just okay. You mean to tell me that you're hired to solve a crime and you do this? Oh my God. Okay. So anyway, I really haven't been keeping up on the Nolan case, and the little stuff that I do hear, the little pickings, it's just unbelievable. Now I've been watching, I don't know if you're aware of her channel, Tisa Tales. Tisa Tales, she does a lot on the celebrities, okay? But she basically picks up like Tasha K, okay? Kind of like a Tasha K, but more in the news form perspective. And oh, don't forget the thumbs up. Hey, Mary. Hey, Midnight. Hey, Patricia. Thank you for the thumbs up. I just don't understand what is so hard about this case that you guys are lying and covering up, not sending the stuff. This doesn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? Now I like to listen to Tisa Tales, okay, because she does tell. So if you guys aren't aware of her channel, let me type it in. Let me see. It'll come right up. There you go. Tisa Tales. That's her channel. Spelled just like that. And she's got the hookup, okay? She's got the hookup to this and that. And yeah, so she does her homework. So anyway, I want to pull some cards. First of all, I do a tarot. Now I'm gonna pull a true crime. Have I done the true crime on? I haven't done the true crime on him because we don't know if it's a crime or not. But the way they acting, okay, is ridiculous. It's just simply ridiculous. Okay, the way they're acting is a crime. Okay, in and of itself, it's a crime. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to light it again. I lit it, but I want to light it again. Okay, I just want y'all to know I'm not tripping. I almost forgot if I lit it or not, but I remember I lit it, but I want to light it again. Something telling me to light it again. Uh-huh. Yeah, what in the world? What is y'all doing? It's just, okay, and they're showing more of the island, okay, and they were showing the island with all these people. Well, they look like little specks, but all these little specks all over the water, not just in one place. See, I'm thinking that they went on a private excursion, with the little boys and maybe a couple of other boats, but this apparently was a Mississippi event for the 4th of July. Okay. So, can you tell us the energy behind the death of Nolan Wells? Okay. Nolan Wells energy specifically. I don't want anybody that didn't have anything to do with Nolan Wells energy come in. I just want Nolan Wells energy, if I may. Ask my guardian angels to put some energy into these cards to tell us about the incident that happened on the 4th of July on the Horn Island with Nolan Wells. Okay? Nolan Wells. What's that energy? What's going on? All this whatnots behind Nolan Wells. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Because, see, this has really got me a little just perturbed. Something just ain't right. It's just not resting right in my spirit. And the thing about it is, it's not the death itself. It's the way that these people are acting and going about this boy's death that really has me perturbed. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Nolan Wells. We want the energy of Nolan Wells. Uh-oh. Okay. I got a meeting popped out. Okay. Pretty sure there were plenty of meetings. Okay. Nolan Wells. So it's a fake death, okay? It's a fake death. He didn't die the way they said he died, okay? It's fake. The neighborhood, okay? The community, the people he knows in his neyborhood may have something to do with it, may not. This is all alleged, okay? But it's death. Well, geez. And the child. Okay. A serial killer. Somebody has done this before. And it says a couple. Now, the couple could represent um, the parents, his parents or their parents, okay, and greed. See, this is the key. This right here is something about this. That's the reason that these lies and all this stuff is these contradictions are going on. Okay, it's greed. I don't know what the greed is, but nevertheless, okay, there's something going on involving money, greed, in this boy's death. Okay, and tunnel, and I'm getting the thing that of tunnel vision. Okay, or hidden crime of passion. And then we have this hotel motel hookup. So something in the water ain't right. And love. Okay. And the party. Spouse, partner. Okay. Caregiver. Okay. This said caregiver, okay. Somebody that should have been, it's an adult. It's an adult. And we have landfill. So he may have been tossed. Okay. I'm telling you, this is interesting. And grandparent. Desert. The beach. Now that comes into play. I don't know about a desert, but a beach. And a boat. Definitely a boat. The beach and the boat. And organized crime. Okay? Now, I hate to omit cards because, like I said, this is tarot. We're going by intuition. We don't know what's relevant or not relevant. Okay? So we can't call that. But what I am seeing is something is hidden that we don't know about. Something is hidden. Okay? And then, okay, on top of that, there is a big controversy on whether he was fully clothed. Now they saying he was half dressed. He had on his trunks. Okay. Then they're saying they're talking, and what's really is being said is they don't know if he was in the water or not. He may have washed up on the beach. He may have just been thrown on the beach. They are also saying that the condition of his body on the beach, this is all alleged, okay, did not look like it would look if it had been in water for 2 days. I don't know what a waterlogged body looks like. Okay, I know they starts to bloat up, decompose starts as soon as death kicks in. Okay, and yeah, but the coroner, when he got the body, it was already decomposing and he couldn't tell because he didn't get it at that time. Okay. Nevertheless, so now they are doing bone marrow tissue to look for certain microscopic microbes. Is that what they call them? Microbes or something from the water should be infiltrated in his bones if he had been in the water like they say he was. Mm-hmm. No, you didn't. You didn't miss a lot. No, no, no. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Did I get a delivery that quick? What's going on? Oh. Oh. It says the family cleaning out the deep freezer of a loved one. Okay, he died. That person died, and they find the body. They find human remains. This is another. Oh, that's interesting. I'm trying to find out where this is at. Alaska. This is in Alaska. Oh, I got to read about that one. Okay. So, oh, my alert went off. My alert. Oh, hold on, y'all. I had a delivery, but sheesh, that was quick. I don't normally do like that. Must be a slow day. I'm tired of spending $50 and getting a half a bag of groceries. It's too much. Okay. So it's interesting that all this stuff is going on and they're taking this cake, they're taking this case like handling this case like it's a toy. That's not cool. Okay, it don't make no sense. The way they handle in this case is a crime in and of itself, just the handling. Okay, say, and that's, I guess maybe it's intentional. Okay, let me get my stuff off the porch for people to put people in an uproar. Okay, and then sit up. I mean, what did they expect? You was gonna be okay with some BS that they telling you? I don't understand. Where you going, girl? 7 items. It cost me $60. 7 items. It's a good thing I went out there because I did order 2 cases of water and I forgot. Okay, so I want to go in with what's the vibe. No particular reason. But just to see what the vibe is around the death of Nolan Wells on Horn Island. Okay. I mean, I did a little channeling. Couldn't do too much because my cat kept interrupting. I got the sensation of being on the back of a boat, sitting down, and I kind of get the feeling and I get the view of the water. I'm on the boat looking at the water, okay, thinking to myself how cool this is, just chilling. But I get the impression of Nolan sitting on the back of the boat. Now, what I seen a picture of him. The kids released turned in the pictures that they took. And one was of Nolan bending over, getting something, okay, on the back of a boat. Now, in my vision, that was not the same boat because that boat, he was on the very back. He could have easily fell off, okay, because there was something here. I don't know what that was, the motor. I don't know how the boats are. But on the boat this was on, it wasn't like that. There wasn't something you could easily just sit on the back of the boat, okay? Well, it's not that they can't find a cause of death. I mean, there's some cases you can't find a cause of death, okay? It's just the way they're going about it, okay? Like Tisa tells, she said one of the easiest autopsies to do and to detect is a drowning. Okay, that's one of the easiest autopsies you could do is a drowning. Okay, so for them to say that it was a drowning, but he has to wait for other tests to come back is not the usual MO. Okay, because in the autopsy right there on the table, if that boy drowned, he would be able to tell. He would be able to tell that he drowned. He may not be able to tell right away what caused him to drown. That's when you wait for the toxicology, okay, or you're doing the autopsy and maybe he had a heart attack. You'll probably be able to detect that right away. But if you're not able to detect that, then you would rely on the toxicology reports to complete the autopsy reports, okay? The cause of death is drowning. The manner was maybe drinking or drugs because that's what they found in his system. You see what I'm saying? Okay. However, the cause of death, if he drowned, from what she's saying, everything's alleged because I'm not a scientist. I'm not a professional. I have no idea, okay, how this goes, but what they say. That's what I'm saying. If you go to her channel, she will explain it to you. Tisa Tales. Thank you for the flowers. Yeah, okay. It just makes no sense. Hey, Dottie. Hey, Sin. Hey, Denise. It makes no sense the way that they're handling and they're going about this case. And this boy, they say drowned, but they're not putting that in the report. It's controversial. Well, if it's controversial, then he didn't just drown. Okay. And if that's the case, then why don't you say it? Well, I can't tell if he drowned. Okay, I got to wait on other tests. Okay. Or maybe something was with his heart. Okay. You see, and he ain't signing no death certificate either. He ain't taking the blame. It's like a hot potato. Nobody want to touch it. What's the vibe with Nolan Wells? Why is y'all all up in here? Okay. In my business. Okay. They must know they got something from the store. What's the vibe? What is the vibe with the death of Nolan Wells? Okay, let's just ask, what is the vibe around the death of Nolan Wells? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. What's the vibe with Nolan Wells? Okay, right now, okay, we got peace, balance, harmony. Okay, that was his vibe. Okay, tell us more. Oh, cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. Interesting. Moved on, nothing to say, stop calling. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. And time, delayed procrastination, too busy, time will tell. And a soulmate. Okay, so there's a twin flame, a friendship, a romantic partner. And daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusion, hopes and dreams. Now, I wonder, did somebody have a crush on this girl? Maybe, okay, that nobody really knew about, okay? You know, when I graduated from high school, when high school was over, I used to see these boys, oh, I had a crush on you, I had a crush on me. I said, okay, well, what are you telling me for now? Yeah. And the thing about it, I had no idea. I had no idea. Oh, I had this crush on you. I'm like, okay, yes. So somebody could have had a crush on the Katie girl. They may have knew her. Nolan didn't know her. He just met her. But you got a crush on this girl, okay, and maybe she rejected you in some kind of way, or she don't talk to you. Maybe you thought this was your chance to meet up, and then you see her talking to Nolan. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. Laughter, happiness, joy. So yeah, there was some good vibes. Okay, but they were shattered. Something was broken. Something turned into a nightmare. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic success. Okay. That was Nolan, huh? Because they said he was going off to college. So we have different energies coming in here. Now we into the legalities. And the chaos. So something happened, an upheaval, a disaster. Something was sudden, bitter, angry, and petty. Wow. That's the thing about it, is the last word, is it was petty. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness. intimacy. Ooh, got that feminine energy. Hopeless, lost, depression. Somebody needs some counseling, some prevention, and antisocial. So somebody being now this is not Nolan. Antisocial. He's definitely not antisocial. So there's definitely something going on. Okay, not saying that they have to deal with it, that they have something to do with it, but as you can see from these cards, you can see yourself that there's different energies here going on here. Okay, so that was the vibe around Nolan. There was different energies around him. Isn't that the judge's name, Ashley? Well, Mary, I am having a hard time with the energy. Yesterday, I was saying that. And that's why I specifically was calling on the energy of Nolan because there's too much, too many energies. Okay. It's too much going on. And with that many people there on that island, it's easy. Okay. Even though somebody knows something. Okay. However, you can't be over there and him over there, okay, and you think you know something because there's too many people, it's too many energies, too many vibes going on. No, I don't know. She could mean Katie. Did I say Ashley? If I did say Ashley, that was another that was another read. Oh, Ashley is the judge. Okay, that's what I thought. I did a one. Oh, that was Ashlyn. Her name is Ashlyn, but I might have said Ashley. Okay, so that was the vibe. There was vibes going on. Okay, so this is telling me that there was positive and negative vibes around Nolan. Okay, but Nolan himself was very optimistic. Okay, he had a good future. He was looking at a good future ahead of him. Okay, so that tells me that, and then we have energies of basically somebody is insecure. Okay, somebody's insecure. Somebody is an introvert. Okay, in this situation. Okay, I'm gonna burn some more. I'm gonna burn some more sage to neutralize because I don't want too many energies coming in because he's the type of person that he probably attracted a lot of people. Okay. My first grandson, he's like that. He had all the kids on the block, okay, over here. Okay. Here I go with okay. Sorry about that. Okay. But he had the kids, all the kids in the neighborhood wanted to come over here and hang out, my daughter would tell me. Mm-hmm. And he was outgoing. He was an extrovert. He was not an introvert. Hey, got change. Okay, so now we're going to go into some tarot because we have questions. Okay. And my question is something's being hidden. Okay. It may not even have anything to do with Nolan, which it probably doesn't, but there's something else. Maybe this incident has kicked up a lot of, unbeknownst to the parents and all that, has kicked up uh, investigations. Remember what I told you about Nancy Guthrie? About how her death and the police is in everybody's business. Anybody who had anything to do with Miss Nancy, and they all in their business, and they doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, even though it's not related to the case. So I think that could be possibly what is going on here. But I also kind of get, and because I believe that foul play is suspected, okay, that would be why the coroner or the pathologist doesn't want to just sign his name on something that may not be too cool. Now that the dust is kicking up, he really don't want to touch it. Okay, like MC Hammer, can't touch this. That's what this is. So what is being hidden? Can you tell us what is being hidden in the investigation of Nolan Wells' death? Is there something going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of in the death of Nolan Wells? Is there something, could be something else, may not have anything to do with Nolan. What is going on behind the scenes and being hidden in the investigation of Nolan Wells? What can you tell us? What's that energy? That hidden energy on the investigation of Nolan Wells. And thank you for your answers. See, these cards are so bent now. They were so hard. Now they're bent. And this little bend right here, when I shuffle the cards, it gets caught right in here. So it just doesn't slide in anyway. Ooh. Put that in there. Oh, I got to shuffle again because I messed it up. Okay. What's to hide? People have things to hide. In the investigation of Nolan Wells' death, there are things being hidden. Can you reveal to us what is being hidden? And thank you for your answers. King of Wands, okay? The King of Wands, somebody's dad. The King of Wands, okay? This is somebody who is not afraid to take initiative. This is somebody who is creative, has leadership qualities because he is a king. Tell us more. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, somebody's in denial. Somebody's in denial. Somebody's feeling stuck. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. This may have something to do with overindulgence. Yeah, boo-boo. You got something to say to the people? Okay. Before I even get into this, let me give him something, okay, to get them out my hair. Because see, they know, look at them. She already know. Girl. She already know. I bet y'all got these cats spoiled. Y'all got these cats spoiled. I'm telling you. Come here, girl. What you want? Oh, here, Keisha. Oh, Lord. Everybody know. Y'all getting something. Oh, food is cold. Keisha, you ain't all food. Keisha didn't take all food. That's why. See? Come on. Where's Tasha? There you go, poo-poo. Okay, their bowl was empty. And I still didn't feel it. I ended up giving them a treat, but I seen the bowl was empty. And so she will come to me talking mess when the food is gone. Keisha eat all the food, okay? Yeah, Keisha ate all the food for my baby. Okay. Page of Pentacles. We got the Page of Pentacles. See, that's young. Little boy. Little boy. Okay. Oh, did someone have an abortion? Not that I know of. Hey, Sky Blue. Okay, yeah, y'all got them spoiled, honey. They know when they come in here and oh yeah, let's get her when she's online, okay? Yes. So we have somebody young. Now, this person, you notice this little young page is not facing this Ten of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. So this is somebody known. Okay, we're asking what's being hidden. What is being hidden? Somebody's in denial. It may have to be because of their drinking. Somebody may be in denial in regards to their drinking / drug use. Okay. Then we have this young little child, okay, here from the past, the children. Okay. And the Four Swords. Ooh. That has been laid to rest, put down for rest. Four Pentacles, holding on to something. So something is being held tightly to the chest. Something is being held. The Nine of Cups. There we go, more cups. Drugs. Seven of Cups. Oh. Somebody has a drug problem and they're in denial and they're also hiding it. We have a message, some news coming in quick. It's a secret. And people are searching for it. It's a secret. People are searching for the secret. There's something is being searched for. Something is being looked at. The Star. Wow. And the conflict and the competition. Of the three friends. Okay, somebody was determined to cause conflict with these friends. Somebody was determined to cause conflict. Okay, and here we go with the Queen of the Queen of Swords, and she's not facing them, but she's kind of got her eye cut back. Okay, she knows about the past. And a judgment. Now, judgment refers to reflection, choices, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is corruption, okay? It's like the judgment, the choices that were made were out of ill intent, malice. Page of Swords. There's Chatty Patty coming forth with a message, clarity, and truth. Now, this is another kid. Okay, and the thing about it is the Three of Cups. One of the friends knows how things have ended, how things have come to a completion. One of the friends, they know everything. They know the whole thing. And the Empress. maybe the mama. And moving forward, a change. Also, the Six of Swords is telling me that the mother is offering support, is giving support. So the mother may have something to do with one of his friends coming forth with the message of clarity, okay? And the Four of Cups. Something was refused. Somebody was offered something and they didn't take it. Somebody was offered something and they didn't take it. See this? And he's got his arms folded. And he's like, ooh, I don't want that. Okay. This is all alleged, by the way, for your entertainment. And the King of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups can represent a new love, but it also represents joy and creativity. And the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Interesting. I'm kind of getting this King of Swords, okay? So he might be looked at as an upstanding citizen, but he's got the King of Pentacles in reverse over his head. He may have something to do with this as well. This is somebody's daddy. Mm-hmm. And the Ace of Cups is facing him and waiting. Wow. The Fool. The Empress and the Fool. And the Six of Pentacles. There was an exchange. And the Six of Wands. And it was a successful exchange. Okay. So here I am getting the impression, allegedly, that he may have drank, eaten, swallowed something that he didn't know. He didn't know. He was offered. Okay. He was offered alcohol, I think, and he refused it. So they might have put something in a regular drink and waited for it to take effect. And he, not knowing, maybe they handed him a soda or Gatorade. These are things that are being hidden. Okay. We're asking what's being hidden. What I'm seeing that's being hidden, and this is all alleged, is that somebody's got a drug alcohol problem. Okay. And apparently, this tends to put this person in a deviant aura. Okay, you know, some people get real mean, some people get real nice, some people get real paranoid. It all depends on the person as well as the drug or the drink. And that's what's being hidden. Okay, that's what's being hidden. So apparently, I'm going to ask. This may not have something to do with the actual death of Nolan. Maybe it doesn't. But nevertheless, it's being hidden. Okay. And you got to realize what type of people you're around and what type of jobs they hold. Public servants who are held responsible on and off the job. Just wanted to put that out there. Okay? So we have a fair and balanced reading. So you can see that there's like more than one perspective here. Okay. So with that said, Nolan's energy sin, he had a can of what? See, because you got to, I think what a lot of this too is, now I know there's all these people on the island. There was a lot of people. Okay. There was a concert. Could have been a concert. But two is at the same time, he didn't know all these people. I don't know if they even knew all the people that were on the island. People were coming from wherever they come from. Okay, so more than likely when you go to an event like this, you stick with the people you know. You don't just go off too far from the people you know. Okay, not at least not at that age. Usually you don't. Okay, unless you run into some people that you do know. Oh, they lied. They knew Kate. Well, I'm telling you, I just told you yesterday. That this was a female, either somebody knew her. I told you yesterday, somebody knew who she was. Now, maybe Nolan may not have known her. but somebody knew of this girl. They know her name. That's the feeling I got yesterday when I did the read. That maybe Nolan didn't know the girl, but they knew. Somebody knew the girl. Okay, so with that said, let's ask. Let's ask. 4 cards. Did Nolan know Katie before they got on the boat? Before they got on the boat, before they got to the island, did Nolan already know Katie? 4 cards. Did he know her already? Was he familiar with Katie before they even got to the island? Okay. They might have known each other and act like they just met. You know what I'm saying? That might be why they hit it off so good. That part too. But anyway. What do you want us to know? 4 cards. Did Nolan and Katie know about each other before they got on Horn Island? And thank you for your answers. 4 cards. Ace of Pentacles is a big fat yes. Ace of Pentacles is actually a hell yeah. Okay, so anyway, we have opportunity, prosperity, and ambition. Okay. So I'm going to take opportunity out. I'm going to pull that out. The opportunity. They either had the opportunity at a chance meeting or they had the opportunity to hook up again. Let's check it out. 4 cards. Tell us more. Katie and Nolan Wells. Oh! That's the first card. Shut the door. We have the 5 of Swords, okay, and the 5 of Pentacles, okay, which are not too good of a card. We got loss and sadness and abandonment, okay. And we also have conflict or an argument. Probably was an argument. Probably was an argument because 5 of Swords is communication. That's talking back and forth. And if there's conflict, okay, an argument. Let me see what else. The 5 of Swords. Lost, conflict, and indecision. Oh, no. 5 of Wands, guys, okay? Shut up. There was an argument and a fight. There was an argument and a fight. Tell me I'm lying. Tell us more. There was an argument and a fight. There's conflict and conflict. Okay. Okay, let me say it in a better way. There was an argument and competition. Okay? Because conflict with the Five of Wands is usually in the form of competing. Okay, but they got sticks, so I'm saying it was okay. It's something about the sticks that just gets me. Oh, not the Six of Cups. In the past. Oh my goodness. Tell us more, honey. More for my cards, for my cards. You got to tell us more. You can't just leave us hanging like this. Whew. Trying to hold my cards together all at once. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, child. Waiting. Waiting. What was somebody waiting, okay, to grow up in the world? Patience. Was he waiting? Were they waiting to get grown? And the King of Cups. And look at this. Look at this. This temperance. Okay, and he's pouring. He's pouring out of two different cups. That's representing Nolan and Katie. This is like saying oil and water. They don't mix. See what I'm saying? This is what this is like saying. Oil and water don't mix. And apparently, they were the water. Now, this is the King of Cups. This is a grown man. Could be her dad or something, okay? But he's looking right at this card, at this temperance. He's holding the water, and that oil, which happens to be brown, don't mix. Oh, that's the way he was seeing it. That's the vibe I'm getting. And it pissed him off because they grown. You know, they just 18, but okay, now you can say I'm grown. You know how that is. We are okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Pull it on back. You all were 18. You didn't get here, okay, unless you were 18. You had to be 18 to get to where you are today. Okay? Hey, Ziba, Mary, Dottie, Nancy, Angel. Mm, see what I'm saying? How you come across stuff. Now, I've been seeing this card, Temperance, been coming up. And I've been noticing it, but it just not clicking until now. Okay. It wasn't clicking until now. And mm-hmm. Is missing. Oh Lord. Y'all better go get that lady, honey. Okay, they'll find her. Put the YouTube sleuths on it. Tell the Cajun Navy they gonna find her quicker than your head is spin. Okay, not another Nancy. Yeah, it's turning out to be something else. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get 4 more cards. So this is telling me something, and you guys, we asked if he knew Katie before this flight. I mean, before this 4th of July, and it's coming up with the 6 of Cups as the first card. That is the past. Not to mention with the remember I told you, okay, this could be hell yes. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. We're gonna get 4 more cards, y'all. Because this deck is spilling the tea, honey. And the 3 of Pentacles. So there was teamwork. Like I said, 2 of his friends. 2 of the friends out of the 3. The Hermit. So they may have went looking for Nolan, or may have searched him out with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which represents overindulgence, manipulation, and financial issues. And they were drinking too. What's this sign above them? You know, this isn't that the Institute of Cancer sign? This sign right here. This what is this? Okay. Oh, that's 2 snakes. That's 2 snakes. Oh yeah, and 2 foxes with 2 cups in their hands. So you know, ain't no water in them cups. Okay. Health. Okay. That's the health sign. Okay. Well, they didn't make snakes out of it. Now, check this out. Now, they got a missing elderly person. Now, that's supposed to automatically kick off a notification to the Adult Protective Services. Is it a missing man or a missing lady? Oh, you said lady. No, that's Nancy Guthrie. Okay. That's Nancy Guthrie. Hi, Tanya. So there definitely was an argument and a fight, allegedly. Okay. And there's a man who didn't feel that oil and water mixed. That was his perspective. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Woman missing from Walmart parking lot in Arizona. No, not 84 years old. Now, they had a home invasion just the other day in Arizona where a woman was sexually assaulted. Jane Morgan. Jane Morgan, an 84-year-old woman with blonde hair, was reported missing after she was last seen on July 21st. That was a couple of days ago at the Walmart pharmacy, Cortero Road. Oh, she was driving. She was driving. So there's an ATL, attempt to locate, on this woman. Mm-hmm. This is on Twitter. I don't know what I just did, okay, but I screwed that up. I don't know, but she's been missing for a couple of days. Let me go pay my water bill before I throw another spread. But they don't say she's in danger. So if this is the case, why are the friends lying? Why are Nolan's friends lying to the authorities? Why are Nolan's friends who came to the island with him, why are they lying? Why are they lying? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Why are they lying about what happened to Nolan? Why? Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. And the reason why they might be lying is because it was teamwork. Cooperation. Let's see, tell us more. These three friends. Okay. Obstacles. Okay. The Knight of Wands in reverse, disappointment. The Empress in reverse. I think my deck is upside down, but we have, okay, I'm not feeling cool. I'm not feeling kosher with this deck that might be upside down. I feel I can't get a correct reading. Okay, so we're going to put you back in there and we're going to pull out another deck. The Light Seers, okay? Ask the same question. Why are Nolan's friends lying? Why are they not being truthful? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us about Nolan's 3 friends who were on the boat with him and took him to Horn Island on the 4th of July? Okay. What are they hiding? What are they hiding? The truth. Okay. So I don't know if this is what they're hiding, the truth. Okay. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. They're tired. They're giving up. They're trapped. And the rumors and the gossip. And the 7 of Swords, they're lying and they're hiding something and they're gonna be getting caught. Okay. If they haven't already told it. Sorry about that. That's 7 of Wands, not 7 of Swords. Okay. So they are defenseless. Surrender and surrender. There it is there. Mm-hmm. This right here, the 8 of Swords in reverse, talks about freedom. Excuse me. And change. Ooh. They might have been paid. They might have been paid. The Lovers. Something about a choice. And there's an imbalance here. The Knight of Swords. There's a rush. Well, they definitely they were trying to rush to judgment here, really. Yeah. Hurry up and try to hide it. Secrets. They holding on to something. Somebody's holding on to something. Holding it to the chest. Let's see. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. The Emperor. The Father. The End. Something was completed. The world keeps coming up. And the family. and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. And the Four of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups. And Temperance. You know, this person may have been delusional, maybe because being under the influence or something like that, okay? But I'm getting it, maybe, okay, I could be wrong. Maybe that Nolan hit it off with this girl. Maybe the word got back, I don't know. But for some reason, the dad, in his delusionment, in his under the influence, didn't want them to start a family. There's the home. Family, there was an event, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the Ten of Wands, okay, there was a load that was unloaded at this event. And betrayal. And a message coming forth in regards to that. In regards to the betrayal. There was something that caused a burden. Okay. Tell us the dynamics between Nolan and this girl, Katie. What was the dynamics? What's the energy with them? What's their relationship? Okay. What is their relationship? Katie and Nolan. Just give me their energy together. What was that? What was that vibe? Okay. What was that vibe between Katie and Nolan? Tell us the business. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. And thank you for your answers. Ooh. King of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight in shining armor. That's the romance. The chivalry. Treat her like a lady. Ow. Four of Wands at the event, 4th of July. Apparently, overindulgence. Queen of Swords. So we have truth and clarity and communication. And the Hierophant. Interesting. And we have some swift message information, some quick action, tradition. This is something traditional, happening quick. Holding on to that purse. I said purse. Okay, I hope y'all can translate that. Okay, there was movement, a change. Support. And despair. And the 10 of wands in reverse. There's that load, unloading. And the 4 swords in reverse. Oh, the 10 of swords. And this is the 10 of wands. And the 6 of wands. There was a failure. What's going on here? And a missed opportunity. Greed. Financial loss. And the 7 of wands in reverse. Defenseless. Giving up. And the 8 of pentacles in reverse. Okay, something's being hidden between these two. This Katie and Nolan energy, something's being hidden. And the 2 of pentacles. Injustice. I think it crossed my mind and now it comes up. This might be what's being hidden. This might be what's being hidden. Okay. And the King of Cups. There go the daddy again. Interesting. And the Sun. It's funny because in this last reading I just told you that it's something about in his delusionment that he didn't want to start a family, these two to start a family. Didn't I just tell you so? I'm thinking I'm talking out of my mind. Okay. But now here I go with the Empress and the King of Cups and now the Sun. Now y'all happy and walking away or trying to walk away. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is lost. This financial, so what is the financial loss going on here? And the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands in reverse, disappointment. Because somebody needs to unload a burden. Somebody is stressed out and needs to get this burden off of them. Okay? There's a burden here. And she gave it up. I know, Adrian. I know. And I'm thinking about you as I'm going on, okay? But what I don't understand is why result to see Adrian said she was trying to say something and y'all just trying to shut her up. And she was just simply trying to put in her 2 cents. Okay. We're going to do Lenormand. Where's my here we go. And if the stork comes up, this is Gothic Lenormand, okay? And this particular one has the explanations on them, okay? So I noticed that about the Lenormand. I can't. Matter of fact, that was the first one I even seen that had explanations. So I got it. Okay. This is what it looks like. Okay. Now, this Lenormand deck has the explanations. It has the explanation as far as energy, general energy, and it also tells you a description, okay, if this was a person, okay, in reference to a person, okay? Like a woman and the man could be an actual man, male or female, or it could be the energy of feminine or masculine energy, like that. She said, I apologize. I didn't say, okay, get into it. I just read what you said. Okay. And I kept that in mind. So, okay. I just kept it in mind because I didn't want to just jump to conclusions. I don't know, but I do feel that there was an adult at play here. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because I do see adults coming up rather than the knights and the pages, younger people. I see kings and queens. Okay. And when I seen that image at the island, and I seen those people, and I'm like, oh, sheesh, okay. So there was a mix of people. I didn't see any underage children, but I seen teens and older adults. Okay. Unless the lady was pregnant, she had a big old belly. I just assumed she was an older adult. Okay. Sis, oh my God, you guys are too much. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Okay, so what we gonna look at? Okay, we gonna still keep an open mind. But like I said, if the stork comes up, I know something. Okay, or I can. It's safe to assume, and we can just sit back and watch this foolishness unfold because it is a mockery of justice. And it may not even have anything to do with why the boy was killed. It's just somebody thought in their own. See, this is the thing about it. Okay. There's a lot of regret behind this death. Okay. Because they were out there drinking. They were out there drinking and acting stupid. And I'm talking about the grown adults. I'm not talking about the young adults. I'm talking about the older adults who are out there acting like little freaking kids. Okay. See what I'm saying? And they know it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right, exactly. But look who's his mama. Look who's his daddy. Okay. Look who, and that's just because one of his friends' parents, the stepmama is a judge, and the daddy is is the head of pathology, something like that. Okay, see what I'm saying? But just about what about the other people? Because they are running in the same circle. Okay. Who else is a judge? Okay. Who's the lawyer? What's up? What? Okay. They didn't got real hush hush, huh? Mm-hmm. So let's ask Lenormand. What can you tell us about the energy between Nolan Wells and this girl Katie? What Katie last name? McKinsley? And the girl Katie over there on Horn Island, the 4th of July, okay? But what can you tell us about their energy? What was going on with these two young adults? What can you tell us about these two young adults? See, could have been seeing the boy and was supposed to stop seeing the boy and didn't stop. Now they end up pregnant. Okay, so the daddy say, I'm finna fix this up. Oh, 4th of July coming up. But you know, I ain't one to talk and you didn't hear it from me. Everything's allegedly. Okay. But you know how things play out. So what's the energy between Nolan and this Katie girl? Fish, money. We keep getting that too. Money. A merchant, an accountant, or business-minded person who thinks in terms of flow and value. Okay. Whatever that means, okay. It's hard to say because, like I said, they was drinking like fish out there. The irony. A dog, a friend. A friend. Support. Okay. And the fox. Ooh. Ain't that a bitch? Somebody doing something slick. Hey, the fox, the sly, the slick, the wicked. Now, this is a shrewd, pragmatic, sometimes sneaky individual, often connected to employment, okay, or someone who protects their own interests and may cut corners, okay? This is a negative card. So we have the fish, the dog, and the fox. Interesting, okay? We got money, friends, and enemies, so to speak. And we have the ship. Oh, not the ship, okay? Movement, travel. Whether physical or emotional, this represents movement. It also represents transition. And the whip. Whip it real good. Hey. The whip represents arguments, punishment, or repeated cycles. It could mean heated debates, competitiveness, or destructive habits. There you go. Someone who's argumentative, aggressive, or domineering. Could also be passionate, athletic, or highly disciplined. The whip. Oh, this is an interesting, the bear. The bear represents powerful financial control and protective strength. Okay. Now this is somebody, Papa Bear. There we go. Papa Bear. Mm-hmm. Papa Bear. The moon. Okay. The moon in this one represents a mood. Okay. Someone who's guided by feelings rather than logic. Okay. And that's going next to the bear, emotional, and the tower. Now, the tower is like the Hierophant, okay? Institutions or formal structures, okay? So this tower could represent that the formal structure, getting pregnant out of wedlock, okay? Because before we got the um, Hierophant as well, okay? Oh, now this could be a judge or a CEO, a civil servant. There we go. And the cross. Now this speaks about burdens. Remember we kept getting that 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. Struggle, worry, okay? Somebody had their cross to bear. Somebody had their cross to bear. The ring. This has to do with an agreement, okay? Oh, marriage and cyclic commitments. Whoa. A committed partner or anyone who formalizes relationships, reliable, duty-minded, and contract-oriented. Mm, mm, mm. The key. Yeah, this is the key. The key reveals the solution. Oh, really? The solution was to get married. And maybe, oh, oh, someone didn't want to get married. Oh, the plot thickens, y'all. The plot thickens. Remember back in the day, the shotgun weddings? The shotgun weddings? You say no, you got shot. Catch that T. And the sink, the synth, the site. Okay, I couldn't read these. Oh, I couldn't read these. What in the world? Okay, but anyway, the site signals abrupt endings, a sharp cut, or dangerous situations. It may indicate surgery, severance, or an urgent decision. Okay, so there's your key. And the key is in between the ring and the site. Okay, the commitment, the key, either either marry her or okay. The woman, And that's just literally what it means, the woman. Whoa. The child. Shut up. Okay, so the child signals a fresh start, a small project, or something in its infancy. It can indicate playfulness, curiosity, and unpolished potential that needs guidance. Okay, this also could mean a literal child. And the snake. Ooh. We didn't get the stork though. The snake warns of lies, deceit, or a hidden enemy. It can represent temptation, jealousy, or a complex situation that requires careful handling. Interesting. And the sun. Here comes the sun. Yeah, and it's all right. The sun radiates success, energy, and positive outcomes. It suggests triumph, health, and public recognition. The book. The book stands for secrets, research, study, or things not yet revealed. It invites investigation or learning. So this is secrets. The heart. The heart is pure, emotional connection. And the mice. Now, something is being eaten away here. Something is being, okay, oh no. Oh, wait, I'm screaming. Okay. Okay, you guys, the stork. I think we solved this secret. Okay. I think we solved it. The stork signals positive change, okay? Moving, pregnancy, or an upgrade in status. It marks transitions that generally improve circumstances. Okay, you might have a point there, Midnight Intuition, okay? And she got pissed. Now, she may have gotten rid of the baby, or maybe she's still pregnant. She ain't telling nobody. Okay, but the police gonna find out. That's for sure. If they don't already know by now, they gonna find out. But we didn't have pregnancy come up too many times in these readings. Okay, something's being hidden. Okay, nah. And he's got what, a scholarship or whatever. Okay, he's going about his happy life. Meanwhile, she's back here, so to speak. Okay, he ain't left yet, but Monday he was supposed to go for his something, whatever they do with football or whatever. Okay, and yeah, that was a good story. Well, I hate to say it, okay, but it did tell the story. Broke it on down. Yeah, he started Monday. Good night, Nancy. Sleep tight, poo-poo. What is it, 8 o'clock? So it's 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock? Okay. So now we got the real players. Say. Okay. So you got the boat over there, the boat over there, the boat over there, the boat over there. Everybody got their little boat. And Katie's boat. Okay. Now there's a good possibility, okay, and I'm pretty sure because I told you they're not coming up as far as around Nolan. May have been paid. They don't want to say that though, to leave that boy. Okay. Supposed to be his friends. And left him. Because I noticed that that's an issue that comes up is the abandonment. Katie dad, our brothers, was called Mac Daddy. Oh, the boat. Well, okay. So what we're going to ask is, before I leave, is who harmed Nolan? Okay. If he was harmed in any kind of way, who did it? Mm-hmm. Well, the thing about it is, it makes sense, and it's a secret, but it's all up until this boy comes up deceased. Okay, now you got a problem. Okay, pregnancies are hitting all the time. Abortions are done all the time. Okay, but when you start going around and murdering the kids, okay, now you're on a whole nother level. See what I'm saying? And can't nobody lie for you. See what I'm saying? Getting all these contradictory stories because they ain't got nothing to do with it. They got something to do with it, but not directly. Okay. Say, and told to lie, but you can't even lie right because you're lying. You know, young kids can't lie right. Okay. Then the last ones you want to get interrogated, okay? Because they can lie the first time and then that's it. The truth is coming out. That's why the mama lawyered up for her son. Because she know he didn't told his mama. She like, oh, hell no. We're going to need a lawyer. Okay. He paid you to do what? And now they all embarrassed because they betrayed their friend. They betrayed him. They left him to be set up. They may not have known that, but that's not the point. Because now that it's said, it's all said and done, that's what you look like. See what I'm saying? Okay, so what can you tell us about Nolan death? The death of Nolan Wells, okay? Who or what did harm to to cause Nolan's death? Who did harm to Nolan to cause his death? Let's see. So what's going on? What's the vibes around the death of Nolan Wells? And then they say that picture of him on the boat was from 2 o'clock. Okay. The boys left or called for the island at 4. See what I'm saying? Okay. Something like that. The time doesn't add up. I forget why the time is not adding up. Okay. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It is 8 here. And it may not even have been his baby. She could have just said that. But anyway, nevertheless, okay, because we know mama's baby, daddy's maybe. But he took her at her word, okay? So, with that said, what was it? Who caused? Okay, we want to know who caused Nolan's death. Who or what caused the death of Nolan Wells? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Oh, look at me reading Lenormand, okay? Okay. The Tower. Now, this talks about, this talks about structures, okay, like the Hierophant. But if it was a person, it would be a CEO, a judge, okay, someone who is in civil servant. There we go. In the public, okay. The Tower. Ooh. Oh, the stork. Now, isn't that interesting? So this is pointing right at the Tower. Okay, let me show you. This is feminine energy. And it's talking. Okay. Shut up. Whoa. And the heart. The house. The house represents family life, domestic bonds, family bonds, and personal foundation. It suggests comfort, safety, tradition, and roots. It can also point to property, real estate, or family related matters. That's interesting. The garden. Now, the garden speaks of social life, public events, networking, and reputation. Okay, the garden. Outgoing, social, and publicly active event host, politician, influencer, or networker who thrives in crowds and connections. Ooh, a dirty little secret. And the clouds. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, the clouds. So this one is somebody who's moody, okay? And what I'm getting is drunk, under the influence of something. And the anchor. The anchor. And fish, which is money, finances. This also talks about a merchant, which could be like the queen or the king of pentacles, the stars. This talks about clarity and intuition. Mhm. And then we have the crossroads, which indicates a decision. The need to choose a path. It emphasizes free will and the consequences that follow. Oh, and that's exactly what happened. And these are the consequences of those actions. Okay. So, my allegedly would be the judge, the female. I don't know if she was out there. I really don't know. Okay. But I'm getting a female. We're thinking along of a male, but it may have been actually a female who did harm to him. Okay. With that said, can you tell us where Nolan died? Where did Nolan die? Can you tell us where? And thank you for your answers. Where did he die? Did he die in the water? Did he die on land? And thank you for your answers. Ooh. Wow. Okay. I will tell you personally, this is on land. Okay. This is not water. Okay. That's pretty obvious. And the matter of the heart. Okay. Somebody was hurt, felt hurt for some, okay. And either somebody was taken up for them or harmed them, okay. And the sun, okay. They felt triumphant. And the fish, I don't know, there's money, business, and a flow of resources. Okay. This is interesting how this comes out, okay? Because we got the fish in the water and we got house on dry land. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Okay. So it's like, okay, he was killed on dry land, okay, because of matters of the heart, okay, and in broad daylight, probably in the daytime, he was put into water or made water, okay? That is one more question. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you, Clara. Hey, Naomi. Yeah, I'm getting on land. Yeah, because they're saying, they're looking at it like he washed up, okay? But they really don't know if he washed up. He was on land. And as I was listening to Tisa Tales, okay, she was talking about the discrepancies. And I forgot what I was going to say. And then my thing is they talk about the deep tissue injury, okay, right? So they're talking about that if he sustained the injury, it probably would cause him to pass out. See what I'm saying? So they, like I said, okay, he's got bleeding, but it didn't bust his skull. But it was hard enough to cause deep tissue blood. Now, they were saying that it could be post-mortem bleeding or settling. But my thing is, they found him on laying face down. Okay. So there would be probably settling. Now, if you have post-mortem settling, okay. But you wouldn't just have it in the head. If you have post-mortem settling, okay, he's laid flat out. So the body's going to the blood's going to spread. So I'm thinking that if he was turned over, which of course he was, that he's going to have post-mortem bleeding in more than just the skull. I would think it would settle in the buttocks as well. And I could be wrong, okay? Because apparently this is new to a lot of people, what we're finding out, okay, under circumstances of post-mortem. So it means Sid got hit in head. So that's my logic behind it. I don't know how all this, but I'm thinking if there was post-mortem settling in the back of the head, okay, and neck, that you would also have it in the buttocks and maybe probably shoulder areas, okay? And the lungs would fill up with blood, see? But he doesn't have the lungs to autopsy. I don't think he had the lungs. They didn't send the lungs. They didn't send the parts that they took out from his throat. Okay. And I don't think they sent a report on the organs. Right, Naomi. Okay. But see, the thing about it wasn't just that it didn't come up, that they didn't send it. It's also the fact that usually they send it. Okay. And for some reason, at this particular time, it just so happens that we have some missing items that normally get sent when they request a second autopsy. So don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because there's more, but most of all, stay blessed. Bye.